Good evening, respected Shri Ajay Piramalji, Swatiji, Chaubeji, students, parents, teachers, ladies and gentlemen. I always feel for a public speaker like me, a convocation address is very important. I consider it's a privilege to address a convocation than any other function because, number one, I'm a teacher. For me, it's a feast. Second, you are youngsters. You are getting into the new world, and it is important to give you some suggestions. In olden days, when students used to stay with teachers in Gurukula, when they were going out, that time the teacher used to call them and tell them, my child, I will teach you the last time 33 stanzas before you get into the big world. And that is a part of Kathopanishad saying that, oh my child, you are entering into the big world after your graduation, but these are a few dharmas I want to tell, and you follow, you will be successful in life. Out of that 33, I can tell a few of them today. Like first one is Matru Devo Bhava. Mother, you are supreme because you have given birth to me and you have looked after me. Pitru Devo Bhava is the father. Then third in the hierarchy is teachers. Acharya Devo Bhava. Then comes Atithi Devo Bhava. There are lots of things are there. So it's like a Taittiriya Upanishad. I am giving you some lessons, may not be the way how it was given 33, but in a different way. Mr. Chaubeji, I was impressed by a few things in your university. Number one is the language barrier. Because our India is such a vast country. It is not a country, it is a continent, I call. So 80-90% of the people may not know English very well. English is a very international, very effective, very connecting language. But it is not possible for all of us to have that. So somebody may be very good in drama, in music, in arts, in mathematics, and many other subjects, but may not have English as their medium of instruction. And such people will not be exposed to great institutes. And that work your institute has done, congratulations and abhinandan. The greatest philosophies I learned in my life is from the people who were the poorest or people who did not know English. Once I was in a village and one Bairagi was singing. I said, okay, let me understand what he sings. I called him, I said, you sing entire song, Sabse Bada Kaun, or that. I learned the fundamental philosophy of life that nothing is important than Shraddha. And that fellow doesn't know even a word of English. So you are finding out the great Kohinoors of our country and bringing them and polishing them. And of course English is needed. You are giving them a bridge course because I talk to you because you have to connect internationally ultimately. So this is something unique about your university which I liked. Students, you are going out into a big world. Now, there is no syllabus after your examination. You may be very happy. There is no examination, you will be more happy. But please remember, when you enter into the big world, a competitive world, there every day you have examination and there is no syllabus. There is no teacher who will say, okay, study between this and this, you may get one question, or guide you. Your life here afterwards should be guided by your own conscience. Be aware of that. But life is not that difficult, oh, it will be so difficult. No, it will not be that easy either. It is somewhere in the middle path. And for that, you should learn certain things which is not taught in the school, not taught in the university. It is you yourself should understand. That I am going to talk today. Creativity is a basic sign of progress, according to me. And cutting the boredom of the mundane work. And for creativity, you require a great imagination. I'll give my own example. Where I grew up in a village where there was no electricity. Forget about movie and all. I'm talking about 70 years back story. My grandfather was a high school teacher and a Sanskrit teacher. So he would always tell about Krishna or Ghanshyam or Vishnu. He'll read Purana and tell me. Once I asked him, how is Vishnu? How do I know who is Vishnu? How does he look like that? He told, Shantakaram, Bhujagashayanam, Padmanabham, Suresham, Vishwadharam, Gaganasadrusham, Meghavarnam, Shubhangam, Lakshmi Kantam, Kamalanayanam, Yogibhi Dhyanagamyam. All adjectives about Vishnu. He has a lotus eye, he has a Shamala Varna, and he has a very nice smile. So I could imagine how a figure like Vishnu looked like. So I understood that meaning. What my grandfather said is, imagination should be built up with children. And you can imagine as much as possible depending on your strength. And that we should do at home as parents. Looking at our society, today's convocation, I'm going to talk about making all of you healthy, mentally strong individuals. Whole world, for that matter, has become touch a screen phenomenon or syndrome, I call. You touch a screen, you get something, you play or you read, you're reading. Touch a screen, you get the reply. All of you think life is touch a screen. No, it is not true. Youngsters like you are always fueled by instant fame and instant money. That is not sustainable. Instant fame nobody gets. People blame many times Facebook or modern electronic media or social media. But I always feel it is like two mirrors. What we want, we reflect. What we reflect, we want. And this is never ending. People, particularly youngsters today, would like to become famous very fast. What is famous? On a Facebook, you get 100 likes, 1,000 likes. Person who gets 99,000 is happy, but somebody gets 1 lakh, then that person is unhappy. Please remember, life does not run on Facebook likes and dislikes or followers or influencers. You have to make your mind healthy along with your body. Making mind healthy, there are many recipes are there. Some of them I can tell. I'm sure Mr. Piramal will agree. We have not got fame in a day. We have worked several years without fame, with lot of difficulties, and learned from our mistakes. People always tell me, Mrs. Murthy, your life must have been very easy, like a movie. Okay? You go to college, you get a first rank. You go to institute, you will get a job. No, it has not happened at all. I have failed miserably many times in life. But I have learned from every failure a new lesson. Children, I want to tell you, as long as legally, ethically it is right, try new things. And from failure, learn new things. As long as it is legally, ethically right. Don't get into instantaneous fame or instantaneous riches. It is only in a movie, in 3 hours they have to show you. In real life, you require 30 years. For that, there are many things. What you require a mind of curiosity. That means learn every day new things. Keep your mind curious, try it out. You may fail, so what? You may fail, so what? Learn something from that. Don't be afraid of failures. Accept failures also like a great teacher. Second thing is good work ethics. I'll give a simple example. You know, when in my working days, I used to always feel when boss is not there, many people used to run. My work ethics is whether boss is there or not, I must sit and work because I'm paid for this. It is my job. Work ethics will not come in one day. You have to practice it. You have to practice it. There is no shortcut in success other than hard work. Of course, you require a little bit of luck, little bit of the thinking in the right time at the right place. But without hard work, No one has come up in life. Don't shorten it. Share what you have. We have created a society where parents are keen the child should get maximum things and the child should never get disappointed. No. Disappointments are needed in life. All things what you think we get in life, we will never learn a resistance. You will become a soft person. All desirables are not achievables. Similarly, all achievables are not desirables also. You have to learn in life. If you fail, if you lose something, you should never get, oh, this is the end of my life. A few minutes, a few hours, you may feel bad, but you have to get up and start again. Helping others gives you tremendous happiness that I have enjoyed in my life. Helping someone gave me more happiness than my wealth or my fame. Because as a human being, I feel when you help someone, the kind of happiness you see on their face, it actually electrifies you. Please remember, you have to earn money. We are not Bhagavan Buddha. We are normal people who have to work hard and earn money. How much you want is left to you. But along with that, helping others gives you a strength in life. All of you are creators, creativity people. You are like a Brahma, I call. You are a creator in design, sculptor, in stitching, design, expressing your emotions through design. Everybody has a different way of expression. Your expression is through design. And the most important is you are connected with people. That's what I liked about all your project in 8th semester. You are connected with people. With your creativity, you can give solution. With the creativity, you can show them a better life. And India does not mean software. It does not mean Bollywood. It is not only money. India means those people, without your help, they will perish. And you are the catalyst in this improvement of our country. I am setting sun. You are rising sun. You should interact with poor people, understand their difficulties, and try to give solution with your emotions in creativity. And that is what your college has done. Please remember your alma mater. Please remember your alma mater. You came as a raw sugar cane, and today you are coming out as a good sugar cubes outside. The whole process system is your college. Be grateful to your college, which gives you a different prospect of looking at life, making you a graduate who are encashable in the commercial field, making you a good human being by giving you an opportunity to work with the society, and making you the next praja of our new country. We require people like you who will make a change in your country. Please do not forget about technology. If you are not well equipped with technology today, you are as good as you are not studied, or you are illiterate. Technology, if you don't learn technology, you will perish. Learn technology along with our traditional values, with our culture, with modern way of expressing, helping people. All of you will be really happy in life. And you should go out with a confidence, with compassion, with a good mental health, with resilience, accepting failures, and accepting stress in life. Lead a fearless life, not a fearful life. Lead a life with compassion. Be a strong person in our society. Build a new nation. You are going on a long journey, and traditional way a teacher wishes to a student, Shubhaste Panthano. Oh, traveler, you are setting on a new path. I will wish you all the best, and may you kiss the world and be glorious, be great human being, be great, a praja of the great nation, without forgetting your roots, and get your wings and fly everywhere. Dhanyavad. जय हिंद.